to survey and dataset development techniques for QA systems.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Aisha Agoub, PhD of Computer Science at IAM'24 University. Today I'm trying to explain my entitled book, A Survey of Dataset Development Techniques for Q&A Systems. This work is organized according to the following outline. After an introduction, we present the different techniques for development of dataset for Q&A system. After that, I present a comparison between the different structures for dataset in Q&A system. The next section represents the principal metrics for evaluating the quality of dataset, and finally I conclude by some essential points of this work with some perspectives for future research. The development and availability of high-quality datasets are critical to the success of machine learning and artificial intelligence systems. The datasets provide the essential foundation for training, validating, and testing models. The need for domain-specific dataset is particularly important, including domain systems like NoSQL-based question-answer systems. So, the first question is, what is question-answer system? Q&A system enables computers to comprehend and respond to questions posed in natural language based on the provided context by generating answers from different sources. Q&A system focuses on providing direct and precise answers to specific user questions, often by extracting or generating answers from a knowledge base. A special case for Q&A system is closed domain Q&A systems, which are designed to answer specific questions within a particular domain. The principal challenge in the Q&A system is how to develop the dataset for a closed domain Q&A system. The quality and structure of datasets play a critical role in the performance, reliability, and adaptability of Q&A systems. So, the objectives of this work is present a comprehensive review of dataset development techniques for Q&A systems. The second one is introduce a comparison of some important dataset for Q&A systems. And finally, we present the principal evaluation metrics used to evaluate the quality of datasets. So, we start by the different techniques for creating the dataset for Q&A systems. We can distinguish three methods or three techniques for creating dataset for Q&A system, or in general for dataset in application. The first one is manual methods, automated methods, and integrated methods. For manual methods, the manual methods rely on human effort for data collection, question generation, and answer annotation. It requires expert domain and crowdsourcing, which involves outsourcing the task to a large pool of workers on platforms such as Amazon Mechanical Turk and Figure 8 federal platforms. This methods present or yield high quality data, it consumes a lot of time and human resources. Some examples of dataset created by the manual method, like file QA for financial domains, movie Q&A, and narrative Q&A for the movie domain. The second one is automated methods, which based on knowledge-based automated methods and machine learning. For knowledge-based methods use predefined rules from needs and structured data to produce questions and identify corresponding answers. An example of dataset created by this approach is wiki movies. In the movie domain, we can find another dataset is wiki SQL for generating SQL query from natural question. The second class is the machine learning methods, which use trained models to generate or extract questions and answers from documents, offering greater flexibility and adaptability. An example of the models we can apply to create data sets are GPT-3, BERT, T5, and the Llama. The third category of techniques for creating data sets is innovative methods which rely on data augmentation techniques on existing question answering pairs or templates to create new varied versions, expanding the data set, and exposing models to a wider range of language patterns, context, and question types. An example of a data set based on innovative methods, we can present the DB-POL in 2020, and our two versions of data set in the movie domain, MTQ2 and MTQ2 Plus, an extended version of the second one. So we give an example of process of how to create a data set based on the innovative method. From the answers stored in the MongoDB for Netflix movie domain, we create templates of question and the corresponding query by annotator. So the first step is the manual method for creating the first version of the data set. After that, we can we applied three methods for the data augmentation. Paraphrasing, which aims to paraphrase the question, the original question to another form. The second, back translation, where each question was translated to another language, which is French, and then translates back to the original language, which is the English. And finally, the name and entity substitution, which aims to substitute the name of the entity to another. For example, substitute the name of actor or the location to another name to create a new question. And in each different data augmentation methods, we apply data validation for validate the generated question. We distinguish three steps for data validation: query validation, manual review for detecting misinterpretation of question, and redundant detection for detecting the duplicate question. And finally, we find the complete data set. The second part of this presentation, we present some comparison between data set structures. For Q&A system, we can distinguish two categories of data set. Data set contain the pairs of question and answers. The second one contains the question and the query and the corresponding query. So, the first structure, the most existing Q&A dataset typically consists of pairs of question and corresponding answers. Like the dataset, the more popular dataset is SQUAD for question answering, the Stanford question answering dataset, where the questions are based on paragraphs and answers are specific strings of text from the paragraph. The second category of structure for dataset Q&A system is the content of the dataset is the pairs of question and the corresponding query. Generating queries that can be used to retrieve answers from sources, and this method requires the process for converting the natural language question into a structured query. An example, WikiSQL dataset aims to generate SQL query from natural language. So this table presents a comparison between the different datasets. Our previous work, we have created two datasets for the movie in the movie domain, MTQ2, where the process for creating this dataset is based on three steps: create a template, data augmentation, and data revision. For the second version, we augmented we added the complex queries with complex questions, and we apply an auto-validation for the dataset. An example of the structure of dataset of our dataset in the movie domain, MTQ2, For example, the question, what movie directed by James Cameron has the shortest running time? So the corresponding Mongo query is represented in the second column. And the last part of this presentation, where we present the principal metrics for evaluating data sets always for Q&A systems. Different metrics are used to evaluate the quality of the generated queries. The first one is a blue for bilingual evaluation and the study is a widely recognized metric in the field of machine translation. The formula of the blue metric. And the second one is a rouge, record-oriented understudy for GSTEM evaluation. It's commonly used for evaluating text summarization and other natural language generation tasks. Meter for metric for evaluation or translation with explicit ordering. The metric is based on the harmonic mean of milligram, precision and record, with the record weighted higher than precision. So the formula of this metric is presented in this slide. And in conclusion, as Q&A system continue to evolve, the development of the new data sets and evaluation metrics will play a crucial role in advancing the capabilities of the systems, allowing them to handle increasingly complex tasks in real-world applications. For future work, we can see or we can talk that the study can guide our practitioners in developing a robust, high-quality data set for future Q&A systems. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Nazoun, for this interesting review. And we open the session for a question and answer session.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. Just what about the Arabic data set? Arabic data set. Exists, for example, a specific Arabic data set?
No, it exists. Our work is to present how to create data set. You can, anyway, the language, you can apply any language, Arabic or French or English.
Okay, because you're not talking about Wiki SQL.
No, SQL is a particular, is our previous work.
Okay.
It's our previous work as an example of closer to names Q&A system.
Any other questions or reflections? If there are no more questions, we thank you once again for this presentation. The presenter is